Hey everyone, happy Thursday. Welcome to Scraps by Sissy. Just trying to figure out what the heck I'm doing here. Hang tight. Hope your week is going well. So far, so good. We're going to have a good day today. The sun is shining and it's supposed to start warming up a little bit. So yay for that. Let's see, it looks like things are a little crooked here. Oh, okay. If it's not straight, oh well. We're just going to go with it. So if you are joining me, make sure you say hello. As many of you know, we had a release of new product this week. We had the Hey Birthday Chick in the new January through June 2021 mini catalog with the Hey Birthday Chick. And we all noticed that these two guys looked pretty familiar. And lo and behold, they brought back the Hey Chick from our 2017 celebration. Hi Sherry. So not only did they bring it back, but they also brought it back with these adorable dies, and they knew that once we saw these dies that went with it, I showcased a card with this yesterday. It was kind of a simple card, but it's got this really cute chicken coop and the corn and a stump, some seeds, chicken wire, a sign, eggs. Anyway, it's adorable. So they knew that if they brought this stamp set back and had dies for it, we were going to lose our minds if we didn't get dies for the Hey Birthday Chick. So they were nice enough to give us those too. And that's what we're playing with today. In fact, we're also going to do some coloring, so you might grab a beverage or two to join me. But these are the dies. And I'll show you the card we're making today. Happy birthday. And then when you open it up, this little chick pops up. Isn't that adorable? That little chick is so cute with his little birthday hat. Anyway, this is what we're going to make today. And of course, we decorated the envelope. When I get done with today's projects, I'll have everything listed at my blog post at scrapsbysissy.com. I'll have links to my online store, and if you choose to purchase today, I'd love it if you use this host code, and when you spend $50 or more using that host code, not only will you get to choose a free celebration item, but I will also send you an item, a free embellishment from the new mini catalog. Also, I'll let you know that this paper that we're using here, this designer series paper, that's a piece from the pack of the subtles that you'll get when you purchase a starter kit. Normally the starter kit is $99 plus tax-free shipping, and you get to choose $125 of any kind of product you want. Right now through the end of this month, this is the last month of celebration, you'll also get 5 packs of designer series paper. Let me show you what they look like. You get these 5 packs of designer series paper, and they're one for each of our color families, the subtles, the brights, the regals, the neutrals, and also the 2020 to 2022 in color. So you're going to get about 200 pieces of designer series paper for free when you purchase the starter kit. I'll have all the information on how to do that on today's blog post also. And then once you purchase that kit, you will be joining our team, the Divas. Good morning, Janine. How are you? So all that information will be on today's blog post, so you'll be able to catch up on all that. So let's get started with our project. We are actually going to do some die cutting too today. I have everything all set here, ready to go. I did pre-cut the little streamers so that you saved a little bit of time. So we'll do our stamping first. We're going to stamp this little guy, and then on the inside pieces we'll stamp this after we die cut our 2 chickens. So I'm actually going to be using Memento ink to stamp our chickens, chickens, and then I'm going to color them with our Stampin' Blends markers. Those are our alcohol markers. And the Memento is good to use because that way your colors won't bleed when you are using those markers. So I'm going to stamp them and then color them, and then we're going to cut them out. And we're going to use the new mini cut and emboss machine. Ooh, that didn't stamp very well, did it? Oh, good thing there's two sides to the paper. Of course, that always happens when you're on live. Never does it when I'm creating my sample, right? We're going to turn this around. So stamp him. Oh, much better. And then we'll stamp this little baby chick. We'll stamp him up here. Okay, so those guys are stamped. And I'm going to be using, oh, there's our rhinestones for later. To color our chick, we're going to be using, or the chicken, some crumb cake. And the little chick, I'm only going to use, oh, on the egg, we're going to use some of the light gray granite. And I'm going to use my, what is this one? Oh, this is the Dark So Saffron for the little chick. So we'll color him first. And it's just enough to give him some color. And for the beaks and the feet, I'm going to use Mango Melody. I liked it. It was a little bit darker than using Daffodil Delight on the feet. And we're just giving him some color there. We'll get out our dark Mango Melody. I'm warmer as I just had a new furnace installed. Hooray! Good morning, Sheila. Yeah, it's been chilly around here, although we're supposed to hit a high of about 60, I think 65-ish by tomorrow, and I think over the weekend too, which is good because my sister's actually going to be moving into her new house on Tuesday, so I'm excited about that. She can take her 4 dogs home. I'm really excited about that and get my bed back. Although they've been pretty good this week. Okay, so there's the beaks and noses. We'll take the gray here, and I'm just going to color in a little bit of shadow on the edge of the eggshell, just to give it some depth here. And we'll go up here. And with the alcohol markers, you just barely got a touch. Okay, and then for his hat, I am going to color it with the dark, what is this, Highland Heather. I should know my colors by now. I just have to touch it in here. And then I'm going to add some Purple Posy, which, by the way, Purple Posy is one that is going to be retiring at the end of this catalog period. So if you have those colors, now is the time to be getting your ink refills and cardstock and that kind of thing, because when it hits the retiring list here in a couple of weeks, it's going to be gone. So this is the dark Highland Heather again. We're going to color our balloon, and I'm just going to bring in some definitive lines here on the edge of the balloon, and then I'm going to color it all with the light. Make sure I have the Highland Heather and not the Purple Posy. We'll be using the Purple Posy again on the cupcake on the inside. So just bring in the color. Doesn't have to be perfect. And in fact, I'm going to be coloring more on the edges. As we know, when the light hits the balloon, it's not always a solid color. Get that little edge of the balloon there. That looks good to me. All right, and then we'll color the chicken. When I was showing this to Larry yesterday, he says, "What is it?" I guess I colored in the head too much. You couldn't see the face. So I'll come in here like this. And we're just going to add some highlights on some of those feathers. And if you're leaving comments, I'm sorry. I'm busy coloring. Let's see if we got anything. Nope, we're doing good. All right. Bring in some here for his wing. And then I'm going to keep the head dark so you can really see his head. Now granted, there's different colors for different chickens, and I'm not a chicken aficionado except for when it's fried or stir fry, something like that. Then we'll talk, but I'm not one to raise chickens or anything. I'm doing good with 4 Pomeranians at the moment. Okay, so we're just going to come in here and color him real quickly. And if you go out of the lines a little bit, that's okay. Remember, this is a handmade card. Looks like Lori needs to get a new light crumb cake. That's all right. It's good for what we're doing right now. Okay. Okay, he's good. So for the little, I know there's a name for that little thing on top of his head. Like I said, I'm not an expert on chickens, but I'm using Poppy Parade. There. That looks good. What do you think? So now let's cut these little boys out. Oh, is that a girl and a boy? Maybe 2 girls. I don't know. All right. This is where this thing comes in real handy. Handy dandy. Okay, so we'll cut the big chicken out first. What do I do with my dies? Oh, they're right here. And we'll set him down. Oh, can you see this? Yeah, I guess you can. I want to try and line it up so that I don't really see any of the outline. I should have brought some washi tape over. Okay, there we go. We'll set him in there carefully. Let's drag him out a little bit. Okay, and off we go. Okay, there he is. See? Isn't he cute? And now we'll cut out this little baby chick. Dancing in the streets. Let's see, where's our little chick? Here he is. Same thing, I want to line him up so that we don't see much of the edges. Set him down, and off we go. I guess it would help if I got my plates straight. Oops, he moved. Hang tight. Okay, set our plate down like that. There we go, that helps. I think the die moved. Oh well, not too bad. Okay, so that's all we need this little guy for. Let's make sure we put the die back. I still have not found that F for my winter sampler class. It'll probably show up someday when they decide to change this back to a garage, which is never, as far as I'm concerned. Okay, let's put this away. And we'll go on with the rest of the card. We'll set these guys aside. We'll do the rest of our stamping. Now I'm going to stamp the happy birthday comb. It might be called a comb. Jenny, are you watching? Because I know you have chickens. You probably know what that little dude on his head is called. I have no idea, but I think comb sounds about right. I got some ink on the edge. Let's try that again. So we're going to stamp the happy birthday here. We'll set that aside, clean him up, and then I don't need that for the moment. Oh, I want to stamp the envelope. It has this little like confetti type, and I'm just going to stamp just the edge. I did stamp the entire envelope before, but for today we'll just do the edge because at least we're decorating some of it. So I'll set that aside. We're done with that for the moment. Now to create the little, where's my card? This little pop-up right here. I have oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't show you the measurements on the card, did I? Let's do that right quick. Oh, we're a hot mess today, aren't we? Sorry. Okay, so card base is in Gorgeous Grape, and it's cut at 4 1/4 by 11, and it's scored at 5 1/2. Again, the Settles piece of paper is Highland Heather in color, and it's 4 by 5 1/4. This little strip is a 1 inch by 4 inch piece of basic white, and then the inside piece is what we're going to be working on next. It is 4 inches by 10 1/2, and I've scored it at 5 1/4. So to create that little pop-up, we're going to use our snips, and I'm not measuring, I'm just going to wing it here. I'm going to snip up about a 1/2 inch, maybe 3/4 of an inch. Like that, okay? And then you're going to push that little piece out, like so. There we go. And then bring it out. There's probably directions to score it and all of that, but you know me, I just do it all on the fly. We'll snip that side just a little bit. You want to make sure they're about even. This one's just a little bit off. There we go. So you push him out again. There. So what that does is create, and we had this in one of our paper pumpkins before. It creates that little step so that when you open the card, the little chick is going to pop out. So we'll go ahead. First, let's stamp the inside so that we can put the rest of it together. And we're going to stamp this chicken that has the crazy hair. I just love him. I think he is so cute. I'm going to stamp him on the top. Oops, wrong color. We're going to use my black. I think I'm making a mess. What do you think? I think this card was a little much to do for a Facebook Live. Okay, so we got enough ink. We're going to stamp him there. Let's see. And then we're going to stamp the Let's Celebrate You. And then we're going to stamp You're Still a Spring Chicken, which I think went perfect with that little egg. Okay, so this little chicken's going to get colored. The crazy hair guy. We're just going to color his hair. And it's using the Poppy Parade again. Let's use the other side. Just like so. I know there's names for all these different chickens. But like I said, I'm not a chicken connoisseur, except for when it comes to eating it. All right, got his little hair. And then the beak and the flame and the feet, we're going to use the Dark Mango Melody again. Come in here and just get his little feet. Wow. Okay, he's done. And then for the cupcake, I colored it with the Purple Posy. I colored the frosting with the light Purple Posy. Yeah, that whole purple theme. And then we did some stripes with it too. That looks kind of the same, doesn't it? Let's bring in the dark. There we go. Oops. All right, we're going to color the whole thing purple. Let's color the candle purple too, since we're on a roll. Okay. Now I'm going to use the gray again just to bring out some of the highlights on the chicken. Oh, I forgot to color his tail. It's a lot of coloring, isn't it? There we go. Now, let's put this thing together. Get the ink out of here so we don't end up putting our hands in it, because I know I would. So, all I did with this guy was use some of my Stampin' Seal. You could use a mini glue dot or a dimensional if you wanted. Oops, I probably should put it on his feet, not his head. Okay. And I'm just going to glue him just like that. And we're going to add some glue or adhesive just like so. And then I'm going to set this on the inside of the card base and fold the card base around it. I think I got some on the edge there, didn't I? Okay. So we'll fold him out like so. So this side does not have glue on it, the top does. And make sure we're gluing them right, we are. So you're just going to set it inside the card base, make sure it's all straight, and just fold this guy down on top. And then flip it over and glue this side down. Same idea. And that way you're not fighting it. Fold it down on top. There. So now this guy is going to get glued about 1/2 inch from the bottom of the Designer Series paper. Like that. And then I'm going to take that dark Highland Heather and I'm going to color a couple of these big rhinestones to bring in the purple. Wish we had a gorgeous grape set of blends. We'll put those on afterwards. Now for the little garland, I used my liquid glue. You could use the fine tip if you wanted. This is just what I happen to have on my desk. And you just want some little dots, just enough to attach it to the layer. I'm going to use my tweezers and just lay this down like so. And then same with this. Good thing I put the house phone out in the garage. You can hear it ringing in the background, huh? Alright, we'll set this one here. And then I got another one here. Bring this back over. Okay. And then everybody loves streamers. Oops. Stuck to my finger. Is he sticking? No, he's not sticking. What's the problem here, guys? Probably not enough adhesive. I didn't want to put a lot so that it would smush out onto the card. Let's try this again. Okay, set him here. There, it did smush out a little bit. And one of the white ones. Come on. Okay, I'll stick him right about there. And then we're going to glue this to the front of the card. Like so. We're going to add him with dimensionals. Oh, I borrowed my own dimensionals. We're going to glue him down. And stick him right about there. We're going to add those rhinestones here and here, and then of course we're going to sprinkle them all around. We're also going to add some Wink of Stella. This is just never enough bling for a card, right? I can pick him up. There we go. Then my Wink of Stella, I'm going to color the balloon. And we'll add some to the garland. Streamers. And we're done. Phew. That was a process, wasn't it? Ah, poor Lori. She tries so hard. Oh, I forgot my ribbon, didn't I? Oh, well. The ribbon is here. This is that beautiful tricolor ribbon. And it would go right about there. But we didn't put it on. You know what we're going to do? We're going to do this. Gotta have our ribbon. We'll just tie a quick bow. And just a little bow. I don't want it being massive. Oh, I'm glad it's almost Friday. I'll cut our little ribbon if I can find my scissors. And then add a little mini glue dot. You know, it almost doesn't need that ribbon, does it? We're going to try it anyway. There. What do you think? Ugh. We're going from bad to worse. Okay. We're done. I'm sorry. Was that painful? As painful for you as it was for me? God. And I'm supposed to be a professional. Okay. I thank you for putting up with me today as we put together our little chicken card. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. I will be finishing up my blog post and posting all my links. And I hope you have a great Thursday. Take care. Bye.